Hi everyone. So in case you're getting the grinding noise from a Ford Expedition or Ford F-150, and I think that applies throughout the years from 2000, probably 2001, 2015 at least, I think even with the newer ones. Most likely it's a failure in the IWE system, the integrated wheel well. There are quite a few number of places where this could fail. So in my case, I'd have it in two-wheel drive and I'd get metal on metal grinding sound. If you read about it online and you look at other videos, it's well documented. It's a common failure, I guess. So here's how your IWE looks. Basically, this is a vacuum hose. So in two-wheel drive, there's vacuum, and as it sucks air, it disengages the hub from the drive shaft, and your wheels are allowed to spin freely. Now the truck is off, and you can see when I spin it, it's engaged. It's basically because there is no vacuum. So in my case, I couldn't get this wheel, the passenger side wheel, to disengage. These lines are new, right? So I replaced these. I also replaced the solenoid, the vacuum solenoid, which in my case is right here. If I can find it. It's right here. The vacuum solenoid, just next to the fan shroud on the passenger side. I replaced the vacuum check valves. These guys right here. And I was still getting that problem. So this is the one I took off, right? And my failure, see, when there is vacuum, there's a diaphragm, it gets sucked in. So it's disengaged, engaged, disengaged, engaged. And in my case, when I took it off, this piece was completely torn apart, and it was in the drive shaft. So I always had two-wheel drive. I guess as a fail-safe system, if the system fails, then your truck would be in four-wheel drive. So taking it apart is not that difficult. You take your wheel off, upper control arm, you take this nut off, you unbolt your brake line bolt, the clamp, and the ABS as well, take them out of the way. Obviously you take out your vacuum line, and then the IWE itself, this guy, has 3 bolts. They're 8mm. So there's one up here, one down here, and then one on the opposite side, right down, let me see, here. 8mm, take them off. This guy's at 10, and another 8. Take this off. Also undo your anti-sway bar link or stabilizer end link, the top one. Don't take it off completely, just undo it. Should be fine. And then once you have that, you need to take the nut that holds the hub in place, and then basically swing it out of the way and jiggle the drive shaft out with the IWE in it. Just pull it out at an angle, let this drop, take it out completely. So you take this nut off completely, let it drop, and then wiggle it out basically. Once you do that, apply some grease to the new IWE, and it's a reverse process. It helps to use WD-40 on these ones, right? And then basically just with a wire brush, brush them a bit, and then it would really help if you have an impact. So in my case I have this Bosch impact wrench. You know, it's quite torquey and it makes this job a lot easier. Take everything apart. I just switched the truck back on and checked, and finally I have two-wheel drive again. So I'll put a link to a guy who I think done the best video on how to take these apart and put them back in. But if you're looking for something quick just to find out what the problem is, there you go. I would start always with the easiest part, so I'd check my check valves, take them out, just suck on each end and make sure that it goes one way. Then check your lines, see if you have a leak somewhere. Check your solenoid to see if it allows vacuum to pass through into wheel drive and shuts off the vacuum in four-wheel drive, for auto, for high, or for low. And if that's not the case, then I'll go to the IWE, which are the most laborious part to change and diagnose. Hope you find this helpful. Thanks.